Chinese New Year is celebrated with the waxing of the full moon according to the Chinese lunar calendar, so there is no fixed date. The lunar calendar is around 20 days behind the Gregorian calendar, so New Year celebrations usually fall anywhere between January 21st and February 20th until the full moon arrives. Chinese New Year is a time for families to get together and celebrate new beginnings. Traditionally, families get together within the first 3 days of New Year and pay respects to their ancestors. People travel from the near and far to come together, with many people leaving the cities and flocking to the countryside. Although Chinese New Year is technically 15 days long, typically only the first 2 or 3 days of the festival are observed as public holidays, with schools and businesses closed. The impact of Chinese New Year as a public holiday is decided by each country. This is how New Year is celebrated around the world. China. The main Chinese New Year activities in China include putting up decorations, eating reunion dinner with family on New Year's Eve, firecrackers and fireworks, and giving red envelopes and other gifts. On New Year's Day, the biggest event is the annual reunion dinner. Dishes consisting of special meats are served at the tables as a main course for the dinner and offering for the new year. This meal is comparable to the Thanksgiving dinner in the US and remotely similar to Christmas dinner in other countries. Every street, building, and house where Spring Festival is celebrated is decorated with red. Red is the main color for the festival, as red is believed to be an auspicious color. Red Chinese lanterns hang in streets. Red couplets are pasted on doors. Banks and official buildings are decorated with red New Year pictures depicting images of prosperity. After reunion dinner, families normally sit together to watch the Spring Festival Gala, one of the most watched TV shows in China. At the same time, most people send red envelopes or short messages to acquaintances by phone. It has long been a Chinese tradition to set off firecrackers from the first minute of the new year. Fireworks have increasingly been added to the cacophony. From public displays in major cities to millions of private celebrations in China's rural areas, setting off firecrackers and fireworks is an indispensable festivity. Billions of fireworks go up in China at 12 a.m. Chinese New Year, the most anywhere at any time of year. Hong Kong. Victoria Harbour erupts with dazzling fireworks, and you can watch the annual float parade in the district of Tsim Sha Tsui. By the day, you can wander the beautiful flower markets and temples. Head down to Sha Tin Racecourse on the third day of New Year for one of the most popular races of the year. Bring the family to Disneyland and Ocean Park for special events throughout the week. Thailand. Because of its large Chinese population, it comes as no surprise that the Chinese New Year is a major festival in Thailand. It is a lovely time where different communities come together, break bread, and wish each other good fortune for the year ahead. Streets are decorated in bright red with gorgeous Chinese paper lanterns hanging from above and dragon dancers along the road. Bangkok is the place to be with vibrant celebrations throughout Chinatown. Foodies can book a table at some of the city's top restaurants for an authentic dining experience off specially curated menus. Taiwan. Unlike many other regions that celebrate the Lunar New Year, Taiwan has very few events organized during this holiday. Some locals will make their way to a temple hoping to be the one of the first to pray to the gods at the stroke of midnight, while others visit places of worship on New Year's Day. There are quite a lot of traditions associated with the Lunar New Year in Taiwan, many of which involve Taiwanese people's favorite pastime, eating. While many businesses close for the holidays, restaurants stay open and do a roaring trade. However, there are still some foods that every family must have in their kitchen come the new year. If you are after a glutinous affair, Taipei is bursting with street food, seafood barbecues, bubbling hotspots, and night markets during Chinese New Year. Singapore. Chinese New Year is the first major ethnic festival to take place in Singapore each year. With 70% of the Singaporean population being Southern Chinese, the festival is considered one of the most important of the year. Chinatown is at the heart of the celebrations with lion dance competitions, acrobatic shows, and shopping galore. Pop in at some of the restaurants and hotels for the traditional New Year cuisine and cooking masterclasses. Malaysia. Chinese New Year is one of Malaysia's biggest holidays. Due to the sizable Chinese populations in Kuala Lumpur and Penang, it is an especially popular festival, and both cities are at their busiest in the days leading up to the festival. Malls are packed with shoppers looking for Chinese New Year decorations, stocking up on supplies for open houses, and buying new clothes. On Chinese New Year Day, everyone is abuzz with various activities, including decorating with Dui Lian, a pair of scrolls with poetry written, giving red packets or ang pao containing money, visiting friends and families, having family meals and gatherings, playing cards with small bets of money, and watching dragon or lion dances. While each country may celebrate the New Year in an almost similar way, the concept of open house is normally practiced in Malaysia, where the homes are open for friends and family to visit, regardless of race and religion. The country's leaders organize open houses too on a larger scale, often held at a community hall to accommodate the crowds of locals and foreign visitors who come to greet their leaders and tuck into festive puddings. Vietnam. Tet Nguyen Dan or Tet is the most important and popular holiday and festival in Vietnam. It is the Vietnamese New Year, marking the arrival of spring based on the lunar calendar, a lunisolar calendar. The name Tet Nguyen Dan is Sino-Vietnamese for the feast of the very first morning. Tet takes place from the first day of the first month of the lunar calendar, around late January or early February, until at least the third day. Many Vietnamese prepare for Tet by cooking special holiday foods and cleaning their house. There are a lot of customs practiced during Tet, such as visiting a person's house on the first day of the new year, or Yong Na, ancestral worship, wishing New Year's greetings, giving lucky money to children and elderly people, and opening a shop. United States. Many individuals and communities, particularly Chinese communities in the United States, take part in the Chinese New Year celebrations, which can last for days. Chinese New Year celebrations in the United States have, over the years, included activities and events such as Chinese New Year parades featuring colorful costumes, floats, firecrackers, and other attractions, various dances including lion and dragon dances, Chinatown fun runs or walks, balls and pageants, street fairs, and firework displays. United Kingdom. Home to the largest Chinese New Year celebration outside of Asia, London hosts a one-day festival filled with dancers, performers, and fireworks across Chinatown, Trafalgar Square, and Shaftesbury Avenue. In London, you will find displays, food stalls with traditional Chinese foods, performances, and a parade for Chinese New Year. London's Chinese New Year festivities are actually the largest outside of Asia. The main stage for performances are a fantastic way to gain an introduction into Chinese dance and music, as there will be plenty to see from some of the most talented British Chinese performers. celebrates Chinese New Year with colorful parades, lion and dragon dances, brightly lit red lanterns, firecrackers, martial arts, drums, and other festivities throughout the city's Chinese and Asian neighborhoods in January or February to welcome the Lunar New Year. Paris puts on quite the display. The Champs-Élysées is lined with giant floats, firecrackers, martial arts performers, and dancing dragons, while the Eiffel Tower glows red. Walk through the Chinatown and see the restaurants and shop fronts adorned in red and gold. I hope that you enjoyed and learned a lot from this video. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. See you in the next video and have a lucky Chinese New Year!